welcome to another episode of Null Space. We are the Cobalt Cafe. I'm Luke, the GM. This is a GURPS 4th edition sci-fi tabletop role-playing, actual play in Roll20. With us today, we've got James.
Hey, I'm James. I'm playing John Smith, crazy high-tech cyber pilot shooter guy.
Daddy. Yep. We've got Jared.
Hey, I'm Jared playing a role. Hopefully going to get us out of here, but possibly also going to die.
Daddy. We've got Zuori.
Actually, everyone can just say that.
Everyone could just say that. Zuori.
Hey, I'm Zillwater playing Duckbug, the tech rat, currently fighting off or trying to fight off the starvation.
Yeah, it's been a while since any of you had anything other than car snacks, I think. Maybe even worse for you. And then Angerol.
Hello, I am Everett Angrol, your corny executioner.
And Daddy. And finally, last but not least, we've got Tara.
Hey, I'm Tara. I play the Construct.
Beep, boop. Robot. Alien robot. So, it's been a while since we last played. I'm a bit behind myself, but as I remember, you landed on the shit-off giant Beta Canum Venaticorum thingy. That's the name of the system, at least by Earth standards. You're currently at the third planet around its orbit, and orbiting that planet is the huge cylinder. That's what you're currently on. That thing is 5,000 miles long. You're about 3/4 of the way along it. Most of you. Construct is still right at the entrance. You were delivering some dodgy cargo via hired sports utility grav vehicle. And you were delivering to a bunch of terrorists. And you kind of got rumbled. Things went very sour. All the fleshies ran off with the terrorists, while one of the robots tried to distract the police and escape. That kind of ended badly. There were a few big crashes. Hijacked a different vehicle and exploded in spectacular fashion. All this time, Construct were getting interrogated and searched by the authorities back at the docks. The fleshies hid for a while, and then went back to the terrorists' air quotes home base, which is pretty much just a massive junkyard in one of the scummy areas of this station. They've got plans to get you back to the docks, if that's an option. There is also a way out the other end. I don't think I mentioned this before. If you leave as trash.
And get scooped up by the construct later.
Maybe. If you could get in touch with you. But leaving as trash is possibly more dangerous than heading back to the cargo bay.
I mean, I'm more interested getting back to the ship. Personally, I mean, I'm pretty sure that comes with more options for actually leaving.
And where we left off, I think most of you were bedding down for some rest. Or actually, this rat's mentioned that it's starving a few times. I don't remember
And
when.
also, we found they found that I can't remember the name of the species, but that ship.
Oh yeah.
One.
Ural did come across the kind of remnant, mostly intact remnants of an Iter. Kind of strike attack fighter. It's got room for 8 occupants, but no long-term habitation. It's more like just passenger seats.
It's one of those D-Day boats in
Yeah.
space.
Exactly. That is exactly what it is. It's also got a couple of guns on it, or at least spaces where guns were before they got sold, long before it ever arrived at this particular junkyard. The only thing you'd need to install in that to make it functional is a power plant, a fusion power plant. And that person Yui thinks he could probably source a D-rated one.
Who was that?
I think it's Crank
What?
that you've been talking to, or maybe it was
Fuck.
Vuk.
Crank's the guy who was hired.
Yep. Vuk then. Where is he? There he is. Can source a reactor. I think we may even have one, but we'll need work doing.
Is that one of the aliens from?
Yep.
Okay.
Very well. I shall travel to the ship and secure it. And Aral will start walking.
Alright. Yeah. It's a fair distance. Other people. This rat's mentioned being starving to me a few times. Did you not have any car snacks?
I probably had like a few.
These have offered some as well, but it has all been vegetable based.
Okay, so
What do you require to eat?
Food!
Just food. Just no required food.
no, I need my protein bars.
Talk to the guys about food. Like these bugs. Oh shit.
Yeah, we got food. He's good for humans, and probably him. We don't got those protein bars though.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna have to try this.
It's good. Just try it.
That rat does look like he is starving by the time he has a nibble though, I think.
Yeah, his stomach is making itself heard.
Brand loyalty.
Can we order some? Why would you not bring food with you?
Probably ate
I
them all in
brought
the
a
car.
few.
Well, just eat this for now.
Yeah, I have no choice.
Do you want me to roll a fast talk or something? do we need to make an opposed check here for me to convince him that he should eat something?
Gesture.
Oh,
Here comes the aeroplane.
I'll take the food. I'll take what they have.
It's hard to believe there's not an aeroplane flying into your mouth. But
Okay, I
it's,
have to make a HT roll.
it's no bar. HT roll.
Do you have restricted diet?
Yeah. Okay, succeed.
Yum. Don't
Yeah, I'm good for now. Until the next meal.
Excellent. Angrel, I think you were working on sorting yourself some improvised weapons and equipment out, weren't you?
I was trying to see if I could do something to improve my armor and shield after what I saw that gun do to my shield and my arm and everybody else.
I think your armor is currently on the ship.
Yeah. That
Yep. But
3,000
I'm
miles away.
I'm looking for like upgrade or any new technologies, any new research, any new armories, any new developments. And find out, and then some beer and corn.
No, it's mostly old stuff around here.
So sarsaparilla.
You did pick up a big ass gun.
Oh yeah, the big guns. You all found some big guns. Did I
Yeah,
post
but
what they
what
were?
I was not able to use that. I have no skill with it, right?
Do you have 1 point?
Right now, no. I'm waiting for the next.
Oh,
But
that's-
also, if you aim with it, then it's like the kind of gun that you take aim and it does most of the work for you.
He could still like get used to it. Like, he starts with the basics. Can I put this in my axe? No. Okay. Can I put this in my shield? No. What about my armor? Possibly.
you know what you should do? You should do that thing they did in Agents of Shield, shotgun axe.
That's a good idea.
It's a
Uh,
shotgun with an axe built into it.
Out of character. What I That's a good idea, but what I was thinking was mounting it on the armor and give some sort of sensor vision or control to the AI, aka construct Terra, so that she could shoot it for me because I have no skill.
I don't think that works that way.
No, not really.
Not even if she's like in my interface or computer. Like I could set
Well,
the turret to auto, and she would be the auto.
he just needs a weapon mount on the armor.
Pretty
Yeah,
much, yeah.
Oh,
just
And
mount it on my shoulder and let the construct
yes,
aim at it.
a servo mount that would actually could
yeah,
really work.
Good idea.
Potentially.
yeah, servo mount and then Terra just has to interface with the
So it is
That does
gun.
seem
possible.
kind of roundabout, though. Like,
Yeah.
it's an Ultratech gun. It has like 6 accuracy.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Construct also doesn't have the skill for the gun.
What could we do then that could like go in with that sort of plan? Maybe get another gun, a turret that she could use.
I mean, for now, I don't think it's really all that useful conversation because
Then that
like,
would be done.
your armor is still super far away. So like right now, we have to talk about options for arming you with what we got.
That's the problem. There is not much. The shotgun axe is really good idea, but I'll have to think about it.
Yeah,
No, you need an idea that won't take several days of machining specific tools and creating a unique weapon you need to find a suit of armor that fits around.
I thought about once to have a way to have several blades on my axe that I could shoot whenever they're about to get like rusty. So I
That
had some sort of
also
weapon
doesn't
to-
sound like a thing you together in a junkyard in 12 hours unless you're like in a cave
Yeah.
with a box of scraps or something.
I
No.
mean, like the best we're gonna do at the moment is literally just cutting hunks of spaceship armor or spaceship panels and then strapping them to you.
I guess that's the best. Yep. What can I
Which
do to
takes
help
us
with that?
to our next point. Can we do that? Is there? Like rope and a cutter?
Is it even possible?
Yeah, you could definitely make a replacement suit of armor that's kind of workable.
Do I need to roll battles?
Yes, please. They've got like sealed engineering suits that you can definitely strap crap on to add DR.
No, I'd like to.
Yeah,
Okay.
if you start working, then you could definitely make yourself something that'd protect you from at least a couple of
Can-
punches.
Can I actually assist him to kind of speed the process up?
Totally. You see him like thinking, oh, maybe I can mount this up and then come up with that great idea. You're like, oh yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, if you
Because
both,
I mean, I love having you around to stand behind. So
if you're both working together, you could crack something up nicely. Or yeah, John Smith wheels out the like loader mech or whatever it is. In fact, let me get to it.
the exosuit.
Yeah, it's like a
Like
Hmm.
Ultratech, right?
yeah.
Powered suits, exoskeletons.
It's pretty much a hex suit, TL10.
Where's the-
Page 184. Hostile environment exosuit.
Okay, but it's probably pretty low quality, so
Yeah, it's cheap for sure. And rusty, and it's got like holes in it that you need to patch and stuff like that.
okay. So do we want to put a thing on there like, add a malfunction
No,
option
I don't
to
think we
it?
really need to. It reduces your DX by 1, even with battle suit skill.
Case would be a
But aside from that, it's pretty good.
I'm
I-
sorry, Ever. What was that? You're cutting out.
Oh, sorry. So that would set me a modifier of a -1 dexterity while using it, right?
Yeah,
Okay, add that up, and once it works, he gives you a suit thumbs up.
you'd
Working.
be working like through the night and into the morning, probably taking rests, both of you.
Dad, I just hit myself with another wide awake.
Oh my god. Angrol will pass out at some point.
Hey man, you want to hit?
Oh, what's that?
It'll keep you up for days, man.
Is it better than corn?
Everything's better than corn, man.
I highly doubt it, but I'll take it.
Right? I hit Ever with a wide awake as well.
Fair enough. Yeah. You two
He's
are
gonna.
working through the night, chewing on your lips. Right hard. Grinding.
I said, what's wrong? There is things better than corn.
Hi, Luke, by the way, whisper in the Discord. Oh, Luke is currently dying.
Lol.
Coughing.
Is it the palsy?
No, he's got the tuberculosis.
I've been poisoned by my constituents.
Oh,
Stupid
the
potato
consumption?
losis.
The consumption?
Huh. I ain't very well. Doctor said he thinks it's flu, but when you don't even get to see the doctor in person, I don't know how sure they can be.
Usually, they just need symptoms lists for something like that.
Yeah, pretty much. And they had a good picture. So
Hey,
maybe I have got flu.
In the States, we don't even see doctors for minor things like being deathly ill.
Yeah.
Too expensive.
Yeah.
Yep. So Luke, what we were talking about through the night, do I need to roll anything or does that just happen?
Well, you don't need to roll anything particular at the start. How do you start up doing it? Because there is... Give me a computer programming roll, please.
Oh, okay. Computer programming helps if I have my character open. I do that every time I start the game and don't open my character.
I know that feeling. At least it's not
Great.
Fathom where I'm like planning on rolling something and then I've got like the wrong mouse in my hand and the wrong keyboard on my knee.
Computer programming. And I'm going to take a +2 worth amount of time on that, by the way.
All right. Success by 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can... You reckon you can get the transit system to take something pretty much anywhere secretly?
Okay.
You could also probably release the doors with that, but there's no way of keeping that secret.
That's fine. I'm going to start with the transit thing.
Okay.
And Win, just let me know. Does it happen by morning?
Yeah, in that system, it only takes 2 hours to reach even the other end of the station.
Okay. Then I might as well just do this. Mr. Smith,
Yeah. A little busy.
this construct has sent all crew personal materials to a nearby warehouse to your location.
Really?
Indeed.
That's cool.
I'm transmitting you the location. This
Awesome.
construct is also informing you that it is terminating the contract between Mr. Smith and the construct. Risk assessment has determined that your continuing operation and captainship of the ship puts the construct's greater mission into disarray past the point of acceptable.
Wait, so you're just kicking us all off, huh?
Indeed. This construct wishes you the best of luck during this transitional period and hopes you don't die like organics have the tendency to do.
Is this private or
No. You can listen in.
Or is
Yeah.
it automatically sent to all of us, or is it just?
It's over the group
area.
comm.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it would have probably started as Mr. Smith and crew,
Yeah, okay.
but that would have been the only difference.
Well, that's not very
wait? Are you leaving? Are you leaving us here?
Affirmative. This construct's risk assessment believes that this crew is not worth the risk.
Well, then add the following to your risk assessment. We're gonna rat you out.
Good luck. Or you can do that. It is your prerogative. But this construct is now leaving. I'm going to open the doors.
The barrier screen behind you flickers off.
Doesn't she still has all our gear and stuff?
It's all at a warehouse not far from here.
Okay.
Or it will be
I-
in about 40 minutes.
Okay.
Oh no, I waited until it was there.
Oh, it's like just arrived.
Like as soon as the crates get unloaded into the to that warehouse, this call happened. And then I'm gonna go full blast, not worrying about burning anything, and then immediately cloak out of there.
Oh dear God. He just killed a bunch more people.
It was a necessary step.
Sacrifice.
Not a sacrifice, just a step.
Sacrifice would mean she had a second thought about organic life.
Like
She was sacrificing them for her cause.
if I put my foot down, I'll kill a bunch of people. But there's nowhere else for me to put my foot.
Too bad.
So that's a necessary step. And off construct goes. Wow. Zoom. You've probably still got comms for a little while, or do you just turn them off, construct?
I mean, they can talk to me if they want, but
Contract terminated?
yeah.
Well, then, we need a new plan.
Retrieve the equipment. A plan is being made.
You've just
Your
arrived
ship?
at your ship.
Okay.
Are you buying a ship? Or stealing one?
Fixing one up.
I have recovered a vessel.
Well, that's great news.
Step,
What'd you get?
step down will not even begin to describe this.
Hey, we need a can with rockets right now.
An injured ITER vessel.
Huh. Okay.
I can fly it.
I mean, I shouldn't have any problem flying it either.
How are we not gonna die to the radiation?
Well, what I'm wearing is
Radiation.
Radiation
Radiation?
from space.
Space radiation? In my backyard?
It's an ITER vessel. What sort of engine does it has?
None at the moment.
Oh. Okay. I'm hoping you're gonna pick something that's safe.
A couple of notes that are interesting to point out about Vanguard. I was reading spaceship designer notes earlier, and apparently ram scoops would technically create a lethal magnetic field that could spread for hundreds or thousands of miles in front of the ship, and would be LC0. So that's pretty cool. You're probably not going to see one of them again.
Actually, that's not very far at all. I just converted it to astronomical units. 500,000 miles is 0.005 AU.
But still, impressive. You could also use them to slow down, which is interesting. But that's neither here nor there.
If you think you can find another way off of this planet, Docbug, you are welcome to attempt that. Otherwise, go with John Smith to retrieve our equipment. And meet me here. And Rawl will send the coordinates only to John Smith.
Okay.
John Smith gets the coordinates of the vessel in the scrapyard.
Cool. Yeah, we'll go get the equipment.
It's a short journey away. As you're about to leave, and by short journey I mean 5 minutes walk. That's how
Okay.
impressively close she managed to get it. It is all your cargo and stuff like that you had. So,
Except for the archaeological stuff. But all of Doc Bug's insane purchase, all of the like silks and stuff.
it's
All your-
100 tons worth of stuff, pretty much.
Yep.
Great.
Um, and it's actually addressed to Doc Bug, I think. I think your calculations showed that you were the safest recipient for it. Because what you pretty much ended up doing is returning his purchase and then cancelling that return with the other stuff hidden amongst it.
Sounds about right.
So yeah, you can collect it. It just we out like a couple of lorries. It's gonna be hard to get it back to the scrapyard. But the scrapyard has got
Yep.
like a couple of lorries.
Well, yeah, okay. I was actually gonna say, like, can we just rent a couple?
Just like it's a scrapyard,
Yeah. Like, I have money. I could be like, 10 grand for you guys to haul stuff from here to here.
Couple of them who were just sat like next to the trucks, look at each other. Like stand up right fast, straighten the caps, and jump in the trucks.
I'll give them 5 now,
Yeehaw, giddy up.
and then show them that there's another 5 when it gets delivered.
You want to ride up front like a big boy? He asks.
Sure.
Pats the seat next to him.
Oh, yeah, I get where we're going. No, I'll ride in back.
Shoot yourself. And then it levitates and starts going. Alright, so you're getting your stuff. There are urgent news alerts on every available terminal saying full station lockdown in effect.
Yeah, okay.
It's not really much to worry about. It seems like from back here, the main focus seems to be on a massive incident that's ongoing at the dock. I don't know if you're aware of what that might be, though.
Nope, we just got abandoned.
And
But,
then there's plenty of, speculative journalism going on about it being related to the explosions yesterday.
And those explosions were us.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yeah. Well, I guess we go to...
You heading to meet Ural now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, we'll go load up everything and then head over to Ural.
Alrighty. Have you got driving for an auto or like any kind of vehicle? Can you drive any kind of vehicle at all, James? I don't think that's in your repertoire.
Oddly, no. Take any driving.
It's kind of like no, yeah. Air Force, though, I suppose. Why would you?
Yeah.
one of the bugs is more than willing to drive all your stuff down there. But Ural, you're already at it, and you know for a fact it can't take anywhere close to 100 tons.
Take only our personal equipment and whatever else is necessary. The cargo must be left behind. Sell it quickly if you can.
Yeah, actually, I was gonna ask, like, could I?
Liquidate the fuck out of that bitch.
Yeah, exactly. Can I achieve that?
Merchant, please. I wish I could remember how much you spent for them.
I can. It's now.
46,000. It's like,
Yep, 46,000.
Radical.
So, or
and I forgot how to make a sigma symbol.
balls.
Failure by 1. You can get 46,000 for it.
I'll take.
I'm sorry.
Let's see. So -10 paying truck drivers.
How much big stuff did Tech Rat Boy get? His 3 sex droids are here, as is his motorcycle.
Yeah, I'm taking my stuff with me. The droids can help at least carry something.
I think you might have got one too many droids for the ship. At least with seats. Maybe one of them can stand. You probably
They
just
they
fit.
can do more than stand.
This is just fit your little grav bike in there. And obviously, you've got your crates full of protein bars here.
Oh, my food!
The full
I'm...
the pallet of protein bars that's just ripped at one corner. That'd probably fit on, but not as a pallet. You'd have to like just chuck them in loose. When you go into coast, it's just a sea. You're in a mist of protein bars. Protein bar mist. Terrifying. Hear the sound of fat kids screaming.
Tons get. All right.
But yeah, Ural, you had the ship. Maybe I could tell you a bit about it.
Okay.
It's like about 16 meters long.
Okay.
It's got a single pilot's seat, an engine room with a acceleration seat in it. The entire front.
Is that at the very front?
Go on, sorry.
Is that at the very front, and is it streamlined?
It is streamlined, or at least it would be if you patched up some holes. The main
So somewhat like an oversized fighter plane.
It is exactly like an oversized fighter plane.
Without wings.
Without wings, correct. Smooth underside. You can ignore the engine that's on there at the minute. That was just me experimenting with things. That's kind of what was meant to be on there. And I think it provides about as much Delta V as it'd need for this kind of vehicle, which is to say not much. You could easily travel to just about anywhere in the orbit of this planet or land anywhere on this planet, but an interplanetary transfer would take so long that you've not got the life support to last. You've only got life support for about 10 days.
A larger ship comes back and drops off this ship and some smaller fighters, and they attack a planet.
Yep. This is built to like the underside opens up and can dump all 6 of its passengers in like 2 seconds.
Ural will go into the ship and see if there's anything that urgently needs to be repaired.
Is a spaceship's roll, please? Repair? Mechanic? Or engineer?
Could I give you ship handling to see what needs to be repaired?
I take ship
handling
handling
is like the
-4.
Leader for ship stuff.
Failure by 2. Nothing in the control room really seems amiss. Like the entire central, module seems pretty much fine. You're not sure about the engine room because you can see outside from it. But maybe that's because there's no engine attached. Also, all the armor's been stripped off every module. Not that it had armor at the front anyway. This thing's built with a huge fuel tank at the front, almost as if needed, it could become a bomb.
Oof. So you drop off the troops, pilot bails or pilot doesn't bail, and there you go. You carve an entry into the fortress for your troops.
Exactly.
All right. So first on the agenda is use this ship to get better ship.
A big truck's arriving behind you.
What a hunk of junk.
Have you acquired the engine?
Oh, I needed to get an engine? I missed that part.
Got behind me, not John Smith.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, Vuk could be here as well.
I heard Vuk said.
No, I just said fuck, I think, maybe. No, a big truck arrived behind you.
Oh.
And that was them arriving. Yeah, no, Vuk's not here yet.
We are waiting on the engine.
Awesome. Well, Angrel, why don't you get onto your cargo mastery duties? And I'm gonna make sure this thing is space worthy. Yep.
Angrel will get your cargo holding.
This thing has no cargo hold. That's the first thing you notice. It does have kind of overhead compartments in the passenger seating area, as well as weapon racks and grenade boxes. You're kind of better off loading the protein bars by the wheelbarrow, though.
And I will start looking through the ship and getting it ready.
-3 for unfamiliarity, cultural unfamiliarity, and minus something.
It's TL10.
But I have the Born Spacer. -1 per level, less severe penalties from familiarity when dealing with unfamiliar spacecraft systems of any kind. I've got it at level 3.
So it's just the TL difference, I think, then? So you're just at -3. For TL minus... Oh, no, just at -1 for TL -1. processed by 4. You want to get an engine on there. That's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I figured that, but like mostly what I'm working on right now is making sure the rest of it is space worthy, so that way when an engine gets here, I can put it in. So I'm sure that roll counts for the next like couple hours.
Yeah, you're probably looking over that. We're about 15 minutes early on this, but I really need a break. So it'll probably just be a quick one, and we'll be back in about 5 minutes. That was way more than 5 seconds, but there we go, we're back. And where did we leave off? John Smith is looking over the ship for holes. He's also drawing lewd things, maybe. Front compartment, inspection complete. Fuel tanks, good. No problems. Same for the control room in the central core. It all looks great. The weirdest thing you find is some kind of port for attaching something.
Okay.
You cannot understand what it might be for. But it also doesn't look like it's a necessary component that's missing.
I'll point to it, look at our Eider friend, and be like, what's this?
What is it?
It's the autopilot. It requires a brain and the necessary link.
That is the pilot. Should a manual pilot not be present? It is not operational.
Okay, but we don't need it.
No.
Perfect.
And the seating area is good, too. The fusion reactor is what's missing, along with the engine. I think I might have just said one were missing, but it's both that you kind of need. And he had a source on the D-rated fusion engine. Fusion power plant.
Okay.
But I think you've got a few engine options, is what he said.
What are our options?
Mostly boils down to how much acceleration you want available to you, and how far you want to be able to go and how quickly.
Well, I mean, ideally out of the system.
Fusion torch is what it'd have.
The 0.5G.
Yeah. There is nothing you could put on this to get you out of this system.
Okay.
If you loaded yourselves up with long-term life support, like I'm pretty sure your suits, or most of your suits,
Yeah,
can manage
I'm good.
long-term life support. But the life support on this ship can't be boosted to last more than 2 weeks, which at best would get you to the next planet.
Okay.
Is there a radio unit?
Yeah, it's got a comm sensor array that's fully intact.
Once we are out of danger, we will need to find a way out of this system.
Yeah. I mean, I think once we get off the station, we just gotta figure out how to steal another ship. Wouldn't be the first time.
Do you think it'll be the last? Says Vuk, who's just arriving now on his hoverboard.
What did he say? You were a bit quiet.
Do you think it will be last ship you steal? Because John Smith said it wouldn't be the first.
Shrug. I don't know. Maybe.
He's on way. Reactor is on way.
Good.
We no need all parts, just some, if I remember. And John Smith, you can tell him off top of your head the 5 parts that were missing.
I tell him, nah, I need these 5 parts.
Yes. Reactor coming has them. What engine we put on this?
What's he got, and how much do they cost?
Cost? You gotta buy this off of Vuk? I thought you were taking Vuk with you. He looks at you. Ura.
Oh,
We are.
okay. Well, yeah, we'll do that. I don't know. Biggest one you got.
Okay.
Give us the most efficient one.
Oh.
We will be low on fuel and will need to fly as efficiently as possible.
If you got the money, we can fill up these tanks.
I do. I probably do. How much does fueling up a ship cost?
Depends on the ship.
4.5 tons of fuel. Or no, 13.5.
$2,000 a ton if you use hydrogen.
27,000 if they were empty.
The fusion torch at 0.5 G is probably best you're going to be able to do.
Yeah, let's do that, and I will spend the money on fueling this bitch up.
And then you can fly quite efficiently if you've managed to get yourself some good life support. Has anyone got knowledge of what they need? Is anyone lacking long-term life support?
Yes. Because I need to convert organic material into that, so if it came down to it, ultimately, the others would be my life support.
By life support, I mean air mostly, and a little bit of water. Did some mathematics before. But again, it
So you
depends
said
what you do.
It was $2,000 per ton.
Yes. So you need 2 times what? So you need 27,000.
27,000, yep.
Awesome.
And that'll give you 150. Nope, 189 miles per second delta V. Stupid MPS and GURPS. That ain't metric.
Could I roll a where the hell is that skill? Crewman open parenthesis spacer close parenthesis. That's why it's so hard to find. It's under C. Could Rawl try to look for wherever they might have stored IT stuff?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you like toggle the mechanical switch, and a bunch of feeding tubes drop down above every seat. There's like a huge reservoir in the top that can be filled with it.
Air may be an issue, but I will not go hungry.
Oh,
Oh,
I
this
probably.
is space.
You look at all the protein bars that Ural's just finished loading in, and everyone
Oh.
else thinks you'll probably not go hungry as well.
Okay. I was thinking maybe I should order a bunch of protein bars.
Just turn around.
I am not certain if your physiologies allow you to obtain nourishment from white stuff.
Yeah, I don't really want to try.
Someone help me budget this. My children are buff. But yeah, so this is going to take some work doing as well. Vuk is able to. Does anyone else have mechanic for high performance spacecraft?
Could I spend a point on it?
I'll allow it.
Do you need me to roll?
What's the difficulty?
John Smith, what's difficulty of that?
IQ average.
Okay, I can get it IQ easy if I specialize.
Cool. But yeah, like everyone who's got it, because it's a big job, and I feel like you're feeling like time is of the essence.
Luke, restricted diet. Would the inferior organics be able to roll against HT like Dr. Bug just did for the regular food?
Yeah,
For right stuff?
almost definitely. You can get this done by this section's nighttime. So it'll be like full day of work with breaks only to eat. Even then, you don't even break, you just shove a protein bar in your throat.
That's good because technically, Angrel and I are both wired. Although I don't think it says you get wired. That's just flavor I've been adding.
Thematically, it's more fun if you're wired.
Yeah.
And Angrel, you've got your axe and your shield and your armor back.
I'm gonna put the other one for later and never use it again.
No, we should literally just ditch it.
You like leave a post-it note on it, free for anyone who wants to fall on the face 100 times in a row.
I'm just gonna call it the Junk Man, and just put a little tag on it and never touch it.
An idea has occurred to Ural.
Go on.
Contacting Dorota and taunting him into coming here and then stealing his ship.
Yeah.
Would that be feasible?
It'd be a long shot, but if he were in this system, then he could receive it, yeah.
Oh,
Right, no faster than light.
Is he your enemy?
Yes. Forgot that we didn't have faster than light communication.
You kind of do in the form of
Messengers.
yeah, and ships that just automatically collect and send out data of certain types when they arrive and leave.
But yeah, it's mostly via a relay system.
But you could send a message that you'd expect to arrive at Dorota in, at the most, like 2 weeks or something.
An idea for how to upgrade our ship has occurred to me.
Oh yeah, what's that?
We we contact the. Sorry, one second.
You're
I
right.
said conquer. We
Command
contact.
and conquer.
We contact Dorota. Remember him from where we met?
Yeah, he wasn't a big fan of yours, right?
No, and that is why he will show up. His arrogance. He would need to flaunt his superiority. And then we could strike.
I have absolutely no problem with this. Do it.
Let's do it.
Ural does it.
Sorry, I was just dying for a second then. Did you ask me a question right at the end, someone?
No, Ural does it.
Oh, very good. Out goes the message. How premium do you want to go? In fact, no, just 10 Sigma. It'll just cost 10 Sigma. It's only data.
Okay.
And a very small amount of data. And just give me an IQ roll for, like, places where you think he might be. And get the message quicker.
Could I give you current affairs junkers instead?
Yeah.
Oh, actually, that's the same as an IQ roll.
I'll give you current affair junkers at a +1.
Success by 8 then.
Wow. And then I just need to look at your traits quickly.
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Wants to upstage inconvenience, otherwise fuck with Ural.
Times a half. Perfect. Thank you. Alright. So that message goes out. You carry on working. Evening comes around and it's pretty much space worthy. You've got your fuel.
I like pretty much. Pretty much is good.
You've got your fuel loading booked. You can't technically fly this thing in here. It'd have to be transported to either the docks or, as Vuk has been telling you, flown out of the trash chute.
Before we did the time skip, would Ural be able to, from the, not literally tons of stuff, like, they grabbed the things that didn't weigh tons.
Mm-hmm.
One of them is an ITER computer.
Mm-hmm.
Could Ural hook that up?
Yeah, it were all fleshy, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
You're gonna hook
That's
it
the
to
closest skill I've got, I think.
Yeah, that works. Hook it up to the ship, yeah?
Actually, I'll change the name of that skill to bioelectrical. Does that provide any more functionality to the ship? And those are the last words you'll hear, apparently. Ooh, you had a token for it.
No, that's actually a token for someone else, but they just had question marks for a name, so it worked, and it was too small to really see who it is. Oof. That might happen again soon.
John Smith, I have increased the capabilities of this ship.
Great. What'd you do?
That port that you saw
I
earlier
turned it on.
has now got fleshy stuff attached.
Ah.
The ship's power systems start coming online. It starts cycling through its, functions. Booting up control systems and computer power.
Is there any data stored in the computer? Not to go all John Smith on you, though.
Yeah, there is. Flight records. It missed. It burnt slightly too much fuel. Maybe. In fact, have you got, navigation or anything like that?
No.
Yeah, no. The logs kind of just go back a long way, and they seem to mostly be related to, engine thrust and telemetry and stuff like that.
So I'm looking at computer logs rather
Yeah.
than useful stuff.
Yeah, no, particularly useful.
Okay.
It could be useful if you, extrapolated the data from them. You could find out where it came from.
Hmm.
But it's just a bunch of numbers at the minute.
Is the AI capable of flying the ship?
Yes.
Should you need rest, this can fly.
No, I'm good. I can fly whenever.
Very well. Then is there anything else we need to do before we attempt to reach the trash chute?
Let's see. Got food. The ship's in place, or the ship's in working order. He says kind of quizzically.
Air. How much air can we purify?
I mean, not enough to really go anywhere, but we can at least get off this station.
How much life support has your suit got, John Smith? Do you know off the top of your head? Like how
Not
many?
off the top of my head, but I literally wrote it down for this exact.
I'm checking what Angrol's is right now. Because I'm near it.
Vuk, do you have a method to get us to our extraction point? Or our exfiltration point?
I got access to industrial dump. Can't put something this big in the garbage ducts. Normally you would have to go through smaller tubes first.
The suit is sealed and provides vacuum support powered by a small radiothermal generator for 10 years.
Yeah.
Does it purify more air than you need though?
I don't believe so.
No.
Like I'm pretty sure there is a small respiration spot around the mouth area, but like literally everything else is just sealed.
So we will eventually start to struggle for air.
Like I won't.
Do I have any
You
extra
won't
air on
because
my
you'll be
suit?
killed, so people can steal your air.
Yeah.
equipment.
Yeah, that's fair.
but you can stay sealed. So you've got like 10 years worth of air if you need it, John Smith.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
It's a TL11
Yeah.
like awesome suit.
Well, it's not years worth of air; it's years worth of the ability to purify air.
So as long as he's breathing inside it.
Yeah, yeah.
Which isn't helpful because that's the rate of change, not an actual. Or because that rate of change there is basically zero. It doesn't create more than it uses.
Yeah, exactly.
And how will you get us to there with your contacts then? Vuk?
Dying.
No need for you lot to talk to each other, you know. Just oofed. What were the very last questions you just asked, Vuk? Sorry.
How are his contacts going to get the ship to the exfiltration point?
I can move it from here to the dump we have in the scrapyard. It will lower it down a chute into the garbage out part. I know a guy who works back there who can turn off sensors at key moments.
What if he doesn't?
Go on, Angrel.
Oh, just ask. What if he doesn't? Are we gonna get chased, or are we gonna get destroyed? What's the worst case scenario?
Worst case scenario is vaporized in trash chute.
Awesome. I'm loving this plan.
But I will make sure those are off. And then probably maybe get chased. But you should just look like piece of scrap if engine's not on. And you come out there pretty fast.
So that the refuse does not fall back onto the planet.
Yeah, you would be heading for sun, actually.
Very well. John Smith, Dr. Bug, Angrel, Vuk, get in your seats. I will pilot.
Very well.
Are you sure?
Yes.
All right. And then I sit down.
Yeah, I take my seat as well.
Angrol is already sitting down with his belt on, with his suit.
You're just strapping into this death trap, are you?
Yep. Oh yeah, at some point I sprayed on the side of it like with some spray paint, you know, SS rust bucket or something.
HMS Rust Bucket.
Yeah.
Not like Shippy McShipface.
No, something honest about it. It's a rust bucket.
Fair enough.
I think I'll have my armor on as well.
It's how much life support does that give you? Do you know?
It's a TL11 space armor.
Probably decent then. The only people with
Oh.
any issues are Angrol and Ural. Vuk's got his own spacesuit that he's climbing into.
Was Aral able to remove the tracking device from his gun?
Yes, I should have mentioned this. You all were, thanks to something provided
All
by
two
these
of us who
guys.
actually checked our guns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, might have been on me the whole time.
I think they put it on
So-
Angrol's stuff as well.
So Vuk gets his pickup truck and brings us to the dock.
Pretty much, yeah. You get towed to it's pretty much a huge, platform marked outline that's clearly gonna retreat into the floor. It will tip at angle, like 40 degrees, and then you get picked up by grav tube and accelerated. Real fast. You'll want to strap in.
Sounds like we just
So-
wait to be accelerated.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just how it goes. What kind of systems are you powering up for the spacecraft so far?
Do we need to power up any?
Not right this second. He has warned you that it's going to be a vacuum once you're in there.
Does
but
that pose a difficulty to us?
Your ship's sealed, so
Okay.
no, you don't even need to turn on life support yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Completely dark
We'll
is
just keep
probably
it
the
dark.
best option.
Yeah.
And you don't really want to move in that tube because there's other things whizzing in both directions, meters away from you at relative speeds are a few thousand meters per second.
Yeah, I think we just float.
Mhm.
Float fast. Everyone's strapped in, correct?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should I ask for crewman spacer to make sure you're strapped in correctly?
Sure.
I check everybody.
You do check everybody.
Everybody's good.
A lot of the cargo is questionable. But it didn't ought to move in such a way as to impact any passengers.
And Aral's
Looks
safe.
clear.
This is the story of how an ITER was captured in interstellar space with 4 dead people as cargo. That's right, this was the cold open to a CSI.
He's being held for
Yeah.
questioning.
Can't we have it as Law and Order? I want the sound of 10 billion space
Doo-doo.
monks tapping the feet at the same time. Whew. God damn it. Everyone give me an HT roll, please. This is more for effect
Ever
than anything
disappeared?
else. Just
He failed the HT roll.
he's just
You have the music bot muted, or rather, it doesn't. The stream doesn't pick up.
probably I've got it turned down quite a bit. Were you just hearing them?
Okay, good. Keep it that way.
Okay. It might come through slightly.
I heard it. I knew the sound effect.
Yeah, but I don't know if like
Bye, Ever.
we'd be on the next episode of Law and Order. Ew.
So you want HT?
HT, please. Yes. Ooh, failure by 2.
Ever
Yeah, what's
needing
the
HT
HT roll
rolls?
for?
Sorry,
It's for acceleration. So if you've got any kind of acceleration tolerance, take that into account. I should have mentioned that. Some of
Yeah.
your
Nope.
spacecrafts will gear slight. Some of your space suits will gear a bonus as well, probably.
I was just checking.
Skeleton, cloaking. Nope, nothing for spacing or the like. Oh wait, climate control, level 0, bacon support. Bacon support would work?
No.
Okay, then no.
Everoth, you lose 2 HP.
Okay. At 18.
Not HP, FP. I meant, sorry.
Oh,
It's just
11.
It's a winding situation. John Smith, you too. This is crazy acceleration.
We're going to ludicrous speed.
Doc Bug.
Oh, I have a perk that helps.
Ew.
Oh. I have acceleration tolerance. So I have
Yeah.
a +3 to HT rolls.
It sounds like there was a. Oh wait, no, it was. There's some minus, but not minus.
Yeah, no, it was -4.
Oh, so John Smith still fails.
So do I.
But you'd both only lose 1 FP. So yeah, more flavor than anything else. You just forced backwards. More death coming.
I really don't like this ship.
Woo!
The acceleration did not tear us apart. That is good.
Not that you're aware of. With no ship systems currently on, it's hard to be
Yeah.
certain.
We aren't all flying out into space, though.
That's true. And you haven't heard any really
Yeah.
scary noises. It is definitely creaking. Yeah, the cargo's making some scary noises. Whew. Soz. Me lungs are dying. This might have to be quite a bit of a shorter one. But you're barreling along there.
Okay. About how long would it be until we were out of weapons range based on the acceleration we just went through?
Weapons range of the station.
Yeah.
You've not quite left the station yet. Okay, now you leave the station. If that were real time, I'm pretty sure.
And how far do the weapons go up?
I don't think you're entirely certain, but you can assume in the
Okay.
worst case very far.
Okay.
Ideally, you would
We
like
shall
to be on
remain
the other
dark
side of
for
the
a
planet.
number of minutes.
Sorry.
What was that?
Ideally, you'd want to be on the other side of the planet from it.
We shall remain dark for a few minutes, and then attempt to travel to the other side of the planet. Enter orbit there and consider our options.
You do have a tiny porthole for manual flight in the event of, like all
Okay.
systems lost. You got a pro grade vector. Tiny little pinprick for you to look through.
Ural sits completely still and waits.
Uh,
And the others do too, because they have no choice.
At that speed, it's only 20 minutes until you can see that the planet has eclipsed the station from radar range, as what you'd expect. Is this when you power up the
Okay.
reactor?
Piloting?
Yes, please. IQ based, if possible.
Okay, IQ based.
What would the difference have been?
Add 4.
Yes. You initiate systems. Load up the displays. Life support starts up. There's the hum of the recyclers. Lights come on. It was starting to get a bit cold in there, but you feel the heaters starting up.
Have we all survived up to this point? John Smith?
Yep. 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 Yep.
Anne Grohl?
Yeah.
Dr. Bug?
I'm not sure.
Vok?
Yeah, I'm here.
I think he's a goner.
I'm dying, but I'm here.
I wasn't sure if the silence was Luke or intentional.
That should have been intentional. Bollocks. Damn it. I feel like it's too late to retcon it where you turn around and there's a protein bar between his eyeballs. Impaled him straight through. But nah, he's good. Vok is fine.
What other options are there for getting out of here? If we wait a couple of weeks, the Rhoda might show up. Take us as prisoners.
Scratching his head. He's like, we wanna dock with something soon. He's pointed at your passive sensors. There are like 3 more stations, I think it is. In fact, you're not even in this place anymore. You know. Uh-huh. There is a huge station on your radar. On your current trajectory, it points out as well you will escape the planet in about 10 minutes.
You believe that they will not share their wanted criminal data with each other?
Wait. No, I mean, there's a station here that we could maybe go to. I don't know much about other stations, but if you don't burn, then we're gonna escape and head towards sun. But that is maybe a good way to get to BCVM2 quickly.
Would those stations arrest us when we arrived?
Maybe, maybe not. Depends on our story, where we say we come from. about to die.
John Smith, do you have any ideas on how to get out of here?
I mean, I'd need to start taking a look at the sensors and seeing what's nearby. Like, honestly, I'd say we steal another ship as soon as possible.
How?
I don't know. I'd have to take a look at a ship and see what's around.
Luke, I don't think you mentioned the weapon systems as explicitly being removed, or did you?
I think he
Yeah, the
did.
weapon systems
Oh,
been
okay.
removed.
Okay.
You do still have an external clamp in a position where you can, like, move from this ship to another without much vacuum affection.
Perhaps a targeted SOS at a nearby ship, so that it only draws that ship in, and then we take it over when they rescue us?
I mean, I'd be down for that, or we go hide behind an asteroid and wait for something to come by.
How
There's
long
options.
can we hide?
I mean, we pick a high traffic area.
We have life support, so air is not an issue. Your food supplies are the issue.
It's very true.
I don't know how long you can last on just protein bars. Maybe forever.
Man cannot live on protein bars alone.
He needs carbohydrates, complex or otherwise.
But tech rats can't.
Uh, oof.
How does our acceleration compare to other ships?
Fast compared to a lot.
So we could wait and ambush a ship if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Perhaps we should find an asteroid then. Wait there. And either Dorota will come, or we will find an easy target. Angrel,
Mm-hmm.
what is your thought on this?
I think we can wait, and I'll be fine without core. You don't have to worry about it.
Sorry, could you repeat that?
He will be fine without core, and he is up with the plan.
Oh, you said corn.
Dr. Bug?
Uh, what if our target calls for help or something?
We call for help from them first.
Well, yeah, and then, help isn't gonna come that fast. So, we bounce. We take the ship and bounce rather rapidly.
Ural will patch the sensory data to John Smith.
Where should we wait?
This planet has got a kind of a bunch of asteroids at high distance, large ones.
Yeah. For a nice
And
little place to hide.
it's kind of part of a trade route to the edges of the system, it seems like, where you've got a few options that watch over the route from this planet's moon that seems to be exporting lots to the edge of the system.
Ural will pilot us to where indicated then.
Trying to be super stealthy.
Not particularly at this point, no.
Okay. Yeah, you start heading out there. How long is this going to take? Let me double check. I made some macros for this. What kind of cruising speed do you want to accelerate to? How much miles per second of delta V are you going to use? You've got 189 spare. The more you use, the quicker you'll get there. You also need to accelerate and decelerate. So that's like that delta V twice.
What if we use 1? How soon will we get there?
Maybe it's not that long. What's the distance? Oh no, this is too many questions to be asking. It'd probably be less than 0.1 AU.
Less than what now?
0.1 AU. If you go to macros, you should be able to see it. It's cruising time, where you input the distance that you need to travel, which in this case is kind of the distance between the Earth and twice the Moon. What's the
So
moon?
you said 0.8 is our distance?
No. The distance, double the distance of the Earth from the Moon in AU. In our solar system. What is that distance?
Okay, so 0.05 or 0.00.
0.005. It'd take 5 days if you cruised at 1 delta V.
Aral will use 2.
Aye, aye. You do your burst. There's also a calculator for how long it takes to accelerate. This is less necessary on ships with this low delta V, but on short journeys like this, it can sometimes be useful to know how far you travelled while boosting. But this would be like a very quick boost. Probably
Okay.
wouldn't even register.
Does anything happen on our way there?
No. It is a very boring 2 days for most people.
So let's see. We spent 1 day preparing the ship.
I think I'm going to have to call it, honestly. I am too ill. This sucks. But I'm kind of dying right now. What was that last thing you just said, Jared?
I remembered that there was a calendar.
Hit.
I mean, Luke, you're allowed to be sick and go to bed.
Yeah, I probably should.
That comes with the territory, and especially since what, it's like 1 a.m. for you right now.
10 to 3.
Yeah, go to bed. You're sick. You have the flu.
Yeah, I should go to bed. But, so you'll need to burn another 2 miles per second of delta V as you arrive there to decelerate, and maybe a bit more, let's say 3, to kind of put yourself hidden behind the asteroid. So that
Okay.
take you up to 5 used, 184 Delta V remaining.
I'm noting it in the hold as well.
And yes, we'll pick up at some point right here. Oh, I am Luke. I was the GM. With us today we had Terra, who's done run off as Construct.
I have enough of you meatbags. But yep. I enjoyed playing her. I hope you did enjoyed watching, listening, whatever.
Spying?
Lurking.
One of those.
We had Everoff.
Hello, I was your corn fanatic, and this construct took my baby corn. Well, just trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Also, construct will be missed.
And James.
Hey, I'm James. I used to be a captain, but now I'm not.
Oh, we had Z Warrior.
Hey, I play Dr. Bug, and I'm no longer starving. I got food and my droids. I'm a happy tech rat.
You always had food. You always had food.
The true food was inside you all along.
Oh my god. And finally we had Jared.
The real food was the friends we made along the way.
Oh dear.
I'm Jared. I played a role. I can turn people, or because they're made of organic material, into my food.
Yep. So. So yep. Join us next time to see if Jared eats everyone. We'll be back on, I think it's going to be Thursday next with more Star Trek, run by Ringy, who is not here right now.
And then the next day with Terra?
Season finale of Fathom.
Fathom season finale. And then probably the Sunday after that, Overmorrow, for the first time in a while.
Yep.
Don't forget to put the credits card on, Luke, you numbnuts. And check out our website, thekoboldcafe.com, that's been updated a bit recently. It's got a full schedule on there. Twitch, Kobold Cafe, YouTube, Kobold Cafe, and Twitter @Kobold Cafe. Thanks for watching. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Have a good night.